Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cecilia Hallward. How are you doing today? In today's video, I'll be showing you what it feels like to drive in Istanbul, Turkey. If you're new to this YouTube channel, welcome. Please relax and drive with me through Istanbul, one of the famous cities in Turkey. And today's video will be focusing on how we can drive through Istanbul, driving from the Asian side of Istanbul from one continent to the other continent, the European side of Istanbul. And we'll be driving through this famous bridge, the Bosphorusbridge. Istanbul is one of the famous cities in Turkey. It is very, very beautiful with good roads. However, driving in Istanbul can be very, very rough because most of their drivers do not pay attention. They are very, very rough when it comes to driving. So if you ever find yourself traveling to Istanbul, it's a beautiful city. It's better not to drive if you can avoid it. The currency that's spent in Istanbul, the official currency is Turkey lira. And Istanbul has two major airports. And we will be driving through this Bosphorus River, which actually separates the European side of Istanbul from the Asian side of Istanbul before we get to the SAW, one of the biggest airports in Istanbul. And in today's video, we'll be crossing two continents, driving through this major and famous city, Istanbul, in Turkey, in few minutes, driving through the Bosphorusbridge to cross two continents. And also, just to let you know, Istanbul is one of the cities in the world that sits on two continents. As I mentioned earlier, the Istanbul has the European side, which partitioned with the European continent, and also the Asian side, which is actually on the Asian continent. And we will be driving through this Bosphorusbridge today to cross these two continents. The Bosphorusbridge is very, very big, and unfortunately, no one is allowed to stop on this bridge to view this beautiful river. So now we're driving, leaving behind the European side of Istanbul, Turkey, and driving through this Bosphorusbridge towards the Asian side of Istanbul, Turkey. If you actually want to have a good view of this Bosphorusbridge, it is better if you take a boat cruise. And the method to cross these two continents is driving on this bridge. As we are driving now, it actually takes less than 5 minutes for you to cross from one continent to another, driving through the Bosphorusbridge in Istanbul, Turkey. This is very, very beautiful experience, and I will also advise you, if you ever have the opportunity to travel to Turkey, Istanbul, please try to experience this. Now we are at the Asian side, and the Asian side of Istanbul is actually more calmer, and it's beautiful, and it's not as rough as the European side of Istanbul. So now we'll be driving to one of the largest and biggest airports in Istanbul, which is SAW Airport. And for you to drive through to Istanbul to SAW Airport, you will have to drive through the Bosphorusbridge. I hope in this video you're able to learn one or two things, especially you are able to educate yourself and know that Istanbul is one of the cities in the world that sits on two continents, the European continent and the Asia continent. Now I'm heading to the airport, SAW airport in Istanbul, to catch my flight to Dubai. Until next time, when I come your way, it's still your girl. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And if you want to know more about my summer travel vlog to Paris, to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and also to London in England, please check out my YouTube channel, Cecilia Howard. Bye for now. I love you all.